People say like they're scared or they're intimidated to go to the gym because people are judgmental. They're not. I promise you. Like the people you see in really great shape at the gym, with the exception of the few assholes here and there, they're genuinely the nicest people because they know how much effort and hard work it takes to evolve or get to the next level. So
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name's Lisa. I'm a women's online fitness coach. I've been in the industry for over a decade trying to help women make their 30s the healthiest, happiest, and hottest decade of their life so far. If you're not new here, welcome back. I always appreciate you hanging out with me more than you will ever know. Today we're going to do a full body workout. I haven't done one in a while, but I genuinely really enjoy them. And I know I'm not going to be able to come to the gym tomorrow, so I figure why not? Let's do it today. Today we're going to talk about how to know what your workout split should look like, how to kind of manage your piece just in life overall. So I'm going to drink my pre-workout and we're going to head inside. Cheers.
we're doing full body, which means we're going to do a ton of compound movements. We're going to superset a lot. So we're kind of getting the most bang for our buck in the shortest amount of time. Pull-ups is what we're going to start with because it really works, you know, your back, your core, your arms, everything. We're going to do it two separate ways. So we're going to do traditional wide, which is going to work more of your lats. And then we're going to do a narrow, which is going to work more of your biceps and just different parts of your back. So we're going to kind of get full spectrum. I also had someone ask me if they were doing them wrong because I stand on this. But the thing is, I'm too short to kneel on this because if I put my knees on here, I slam the weight stack at the top because I'm just too little. So I have to stand on it. You're going to lean back slightly, squeeze those lats as you come up. And the way you do this so you don't slam the weight stack is you slowly let this come back up. All right, now we're gonna do a narrow grip. So let's talk about how to know what type of split you're gonna do. I'm doing full body today because I didn't get to go to the gym yesterday and I know I'm not gonna be able to come tomorrow. So I'm gonna do full body, work everything because the next time I can go to the gym is in 2 days. Now there's tons of different splits and you can kind of try different things and see what you like. But if you're only going to the gym 3 or 4 days a week, you don't need to do a back day, arm day, leg day. Doesn't make sense. In order to build strength and see growth, you need to challenge those muscles at least twice a week. So if you're coming to the gym 3 days a week, maybe do 2 full body days and 1 day of like whatever you're specifically wanting to grow. So if you want to grow your booty, maybe do 2 full bodies and an extra lower day. But it would be pointless to do a back day, an arm day, and a leg day when you're only coming like 3 times a week. This type of pull-up, this is a chin-up. So this is going to work more of the bicep. I have clients that come to the gym 3 times a week and they'll do 3 full body days. Or like I said, 2 full body, 1 lower. You can also do 1 upper, 1 lower, and 1 full body. Just kind of depends. Now, if you have more flexibility, like let's say you're coming to the gym like 5 days a week, then you could do more of like a back day, a leg day, a chest day, and then repeat another leg day, and then maybe a full upper day. A lot of times I'll do like leg days are strictly legs, but then I'll do like a full upper day because I'm not trying to put a ton of mass on my upper body. Like I'm okay with where my upper body's at. It's kind of like maintaining, whereas I always want to grow glutes and legs. So sometimes I'll do 3 leg days a week and 2 full upper body days. Rule of thumb, if you're not coming to the gym more than 4 days, you don't really need like specific muscle groups other than like a lower and an upper. If you're coming 4 days a week, you could easily do 2 lower, 2 upper days. And with pull-ups, if you're banging the weight at the top on every rep, that means the weight is too heavy, which means it's too easy. But if your whole entire body is swaying just for you to get to the top, then that means it's too hard and you need to go up in weight. Next up, we've got barbell reverse lunges and barbell overhead press. So we're going to do reverse lunges first because it takes a lot more out of you, requires more energy. So I'd rather have that energy for the bigger movement. And then we can, it's not as intense to do the overhead press. Typically when you're supersetting stuff, that's how you want to approach it, is do the harder exercise first. And then the second exercise is going to be more of like a supplementary exercise that doesn't require as much effort. So with that reverse lunge, Go back, drive through the heel. I don't know if you guys can see my face while I'm talking. Drive through the heel of that front foot. A lot of people say lunges cause them knee pain, but it could be a lot of things. Knee pain doesn't mean you necessarily have bad knees. Your entire body is connected. So it could be tight glutes, tight hips, weak quads, weak hamstrings. It can be a lot of different things. So making sure you warm up, you work on that mobility, you strengthen everything, and you don't skip exercises is really key to having a balanced physique. Okay, now we're gonna go that military press. So we're gonna grip shoulder distance. You don't want you to have weak wrists when you do this. You want really strong wrists. So we're gonna unrack. Core is engaged, hips are tucked. Press up, down. I used to hate full body days when I was younger. Now I really enjoy them because they really get your heart rate up. And I feel very successful after them. I'm one of those coaches that I do believe in training with intention and being purposeful, but I'm not one of those coaches that believes everything has to be perfect and 100% for efficiency. You have to enjoy your workouts. And if you don't enjoy them, you're not going to stick with them unless you're an athlete, a professional athlete, or you compete in a high rocks or CrossFit or something. You're just a normal everyday person that wants to be active. You also need to do things that you enjoy in your workouts. So you see all this stuff about optimization and yeah, that's cool. But if you're not enjoying it, you're probably not going to put your all in it. You're probably going to quit, fall off, skip workouts, etc. So we went up to 25s for our reverse lunges. We will be taking those off for the overhead press because I cannot do 25 pounds overhead. So when we're getting under the bar, okay, shoulders down and back. You create a shelf with your shoulders for the bar to rest on. I don't believe in using the little squishy neck pads because that messes up the bar. It's hard to balance. You have to just get used to it. It takes a little bit of time, but probably not as long as you think. But shoulders down and back and squeezing kind of creates a shelf for the bar to sit on. You never want it directly on your spine or your neck. Okay, so we're gonna get under, shoulders down and back, create a shelf, step back, and then we're gonna go back. Down, up, down, up. And that also plays a role in your split. If you're hating your split and you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're probably going to skip workouts. So that's the other thing that's important. If you like leg days, well, do more leg days. I lost count, I'm not going to lie. That's probably one of my biggest weaknesses when I train people in person. I can't count. I'm not a mathematician. So I would tell my clients, make sure you're counting or you're probably going to do extra sets and reps. I hope you can tell from this angle, but being intentional about not rounding my back during these overhead presses. Like I said, you got to kind of tuck your hips forward. It looks awkward, kind of like you're clenching, but it keeps your back in alignment. Okay, shoulder distance, strong wrists, core is engaged, tuck your hips, press overhead. We're gonna do 2 more sets here. I'm giving you guys all the angles today. And I always tell you guys what I'm wearing. So Bair by Bria, B-A-I-R, my favorite brand ever. Super soft, super comfy, not cheap, but female owned, female black owned company made here in the US. So, I also said we were going to talk about protecting your peace because I think that's really important, especially during a time like right now where the world kind of just feels heavy and it's burning down and there's so much shit going on. And I think there's a very fine line between being knowledgeable and acknowledging what's going on, and being aware and wanting to make a difference. And then on the flip side, not letting it weigh you down every day and letting it impact you, because that was happening for me for a while. Was everything just felt so heavy that I was just letting it impact me on a day-to-day basis. And what I realized is you are no good to anybody being depressed and sad and just like not knowing how to function with everything going on. You're not good for anybody. So if you can focus on, like I said, acknowledging what's going on and then figuring out how you can make a difference and make choices every day that like you feel are positively impacting yourself and your community and just people in general, then I think that's a much better mindset and place to be. It's not a time to like, you know, push yourself to the side. It's a time to like still focus on you and do what you can to make the world a better place. I don't know if I'm mentally ready for another set. Ooh, that brings up a good thing. Remind me when we're done with the set, we'll talk about rest time. The camera is distracting at this angle because I'm like wanting to look at the camera, but then I need to watch myself in the mirror to check my form. But when you rack, make sure you go all the way up. You make sure that bar hits the rack because you don't want to miss, especially if you have a lot of weight on your back. Okay, rest times. So there's plenty of science that says like a minute and a half minimum is like the most beneficial rest period. And again, it's that whole argument of optimization, listening to your body, and doing what feels good. I personally don't time my rests. If I'm doing big compound movements, my rests are usually going to be 2 to 4 minutes. If I'm doing like small accessories, supersets, things like that, my rest period is probably going to be shorter. My rule of thumb is I rest until I feel like I can do the next set with proper form. That's my rule of thumb. And so now I'm probably going to rest for a little bit of time while I rack the 25s back on here. And then when I'm ready to do my next set of lunges, I'm going to do them, and I'm not going to time them. It just doesn't feel necessary for me. I'm not a professional athlete. I'm not, I really truly believe a lot in listening to my body. Next, we're going to superset single arm dumbbell rows with sumo squats. This is a pretty big, heavy superset. So we're not going to go crazy with the sumo squats. We're going to start at 70, see how it feels. We're going to start with the single arm rows with 35, see how it feels. So when I do single arm rows, I like to lean on something, preferably a bench. And fully extend, fully drive through that elbow. Focus on that mind-muscle connection. Make sure you're engaging your back. You're not just throwing the weight back there. Okay, sumo squats. We're gonna grab our dumbbell, grab our legs wide, toes pointed out. Now the important thing when you do these is you wanna make sure your knees are in alignment, okay? We don't want our knees way out here. I can't even do it. We don't want our knees caving. I'm getting really irritated because like every video is getting cut off because my storage is full on my phone. I should probably go through the like 20,000 photos and videos that I have, but who's got time for that? So if I seem irritated, that's why. And me and the other girl over here doing the same thing, but she's killing it with 100 pounds right now. So we're gonna grab our little 70s. The hardest part about this is gripping the dumbbell. So like I've done these with hundreds, but it's really hard to grip the dumbbell long enough. Another set of rows. We're just gonna keep the weight here because it feels good. And I don't know if you can see, they painted more murals on the wall. So now we got C-Bum on the wall, which is pretty cool. So same thing. Drive through the elbow, squeeze your back. We are finishing with barbell RDLs because if you guys watch enough videos, you know these are my absolute favorite. If you really want to grow your hammies and your glutes, RDLs. So I ended up talking to the girl that was doing 100-pound sumo squats. Now we're friends because I told her she was making me look like a weenie with my 70 pounds. Remember with RDLs, it's a hinge. It's not a round your back. It's a straight back hinge at the hips, like you're shutting a door with your butt. And it's not about how low you can go. Because if you go too low, you're going to start rounding your back. Drive through your hips. All right, I'm gonna do probably 2 more sets here, and then do like 5 to 10 minutes cool down on the treadmill. And that's gonna be it today. We've hit pretty much every body part. I'm sweating, so that's positive. That's kind of the goal, right? We made a new friend. We talked about how to manage your peace. I do think that's very important because I think so many of us let just life kind of dictate our mood and our feelings and what we do on a day-to-day basis. But like if you have a goal to be a specific type of person or you want to change your life, like you actively have to do that. And if you constantly let outside factors get in the way or slow you down or make you feel some type of way, you're never going to get there. And the other thing I want you to remember, now I'm getting real preachy. This is preachy, Lisa. The other thing I want you to remember is no one's going to judge you that's doing better than you. So if you're on a fitness journey or any type of journey and you're getting comments from friends and family or people on social media, someone will never put you down because if they're ahead of you because they've been there and they know what it's like. And most of the time they want to encourage you. So when people say like they're scared or they're intimidated to go to the gym because people are judgmental, they're not. I promise you. Like the people you see in really great shape at the gym, with the exception of the few assholes here and there, they're genuinely the nicest people because they know how much effort and hard work it takes to evolve or get to the next level. So become friends with gym people. Highly recommend it. They're going to pump you up and hype you up like nobody's business. Whew. Ooh, I'm too old to be sitting like that for a long period of time. These knees don't knees like they used to. All right, another set. That's all I got for you today. Go lift heavy. Make healthy eating choices. Be yourself. Have fun. Work towards your goals. And I'll see you guys in the next video, okay?